Всех приветствую, с вами Mabushi. Сегодня у нас стрим по Mass Effect. Опа, сразу к действиям, сразу к работе. Так. Мы остановились на чем? Стали мы спектром, я так небольшое напоминание. И получается, что у нас? Так, сейчас одну секунду. Не думаю, что быстро все закончится. Что ты скрипишь-то? Отыгрываю я за отступника. Человека, который не признает никого и любит только себя. Это так. Что мы? Будем начинать. Я просто сейчас все поставлю на зарядку, все. И в целом так, куда мы поедем? Поедем мы... Давайте начнем с этой точки, а дальше там посмотрим. На самом деле я особо экспериментировать вперед-то едь с картами не буду. Как бы игра мною проходилась давно. Вот, пока поставлю себе такую точку. Перепройти ее для меня одно удовольствие. Честно, я не помню вот этих вот ускорений. Пулемет, конечно, стал своим по-другому, это однозначно. Это что может делать? Потому что это ускорение не хватает. Мне еще по старому Mass Effect. Не переизданному. Нет, отмена. Точно. Что-то я все забываю. Как там убирать оружие, забыл уже. Так, только не взрывай. В принципе, ничего и не было. То, что его не разбить, это в принципе классно. Очень странно, он, конечно, рулится. Управление не сделали. То есть раньше как-то он мог крутиться вокруг своей оси, если ты зажимаешь клавишу там D или A. Сейчас вообще что-то немножко все дергается. Почему? Не знаю. Тут поддергивается картинка. Ну, что-то здесь на карте. На планете. Как убирать оружие? H. Есть возможность вернуть старое управление Mac? Ну-ка. О, вот она, вот она. Все, можно, да? Привычно, потому что, смотрите, например, я могу делать так. Вообще пофиг. Намного лучше, намного удобнее. Однозначно. А, так я ехал на так, блин, что-то меня, конечно, вниз сломало. Поехал на тебя захватить птица. Ну, честно, планеты они переделали, конечно, тоже графику потянули. Сейчас, наверное, меня слышно хуже, чем игру. Ой, это я лихо дал. Ой, о, это вечная проблема. Есть такие планеты, на которых сплошной кайф ездить, но есть и такие, которые, блин, лучше бы сюда не заезжал. Ну, во-первых, это еще не самая сложная планета. Электроника. Так. На всякий случай мы сохраним. То есть мне нужно будет электронику сейчас еще и качать. Так, а как там? Так, хорошо. Прокачал. Хватит мне сейчас? Да, сейчас хватит. Вот тут очень важно. Игра, если есть... понятно, это можно поиграть, но если хочется, есть желание все взламывать. Я не знаю, по-моему, тут не могут делать это твои отряды, как, к примеру, в Baldur's Gate. То это должен делать ты сам. И, соответственно, нужно прокачивать соответствующие для этого навыки, а именно электронику и дешифровку. Потому что, к примеру, не получится вскрывать какие-нибудь ящики. Да, может быть, ты что-то не найдешь, что-то не возьмешь, но навыки качать только с помощью спектров, можно взять, или саботаж 2 уровень, либо вообще пистолеты взять. Я не самый обаятельный покупатель в магазинах, но тем не менее со мной всегда приятно вести диалог. Ух ты ж, ёшки кот. Да, тут еще тачка, как в Дейзи, может не переворачиваться. Наверное, Дейз отсюда я и посмотрел эту возможность. какая-то ловушка. Че я так медленно? Что-то они прям так легонько. Ввиду уровня сложности. Тут не надо ничего. А где вы противотанковую минуту нашли? Ну и все, в принципе, да? Ну да. Так. В принципе, можно пойти пообщаться с командой. Что команда думает по поводу повышения в спектры?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time.
What's
for
your
lunch.
opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
What's your opinion on the last
I
mission?
don't
Я
see
тебя
how
спросил
we
только
were
что.
on the scene faster.
We'll
than
talk another
Commander.
time.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Вообще я планировал не быть
The
таким говнюком со
genophage
своими.
infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Повзарили?
Thanks for bringing me on. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Not right now.
No problem.
thanks.
Keep checking back.
Я думал, что он такой во второй части, этот товарищ есть, оказывается нет, он есть и в первой части он тоже как бы есть. Я думал, что как бы его там быть не должно.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
продолжаем. Ненадолго я отошел. Вышел.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Причем у всех как будто бы частично разные экраны еще при этом. Ну, с Пресли базарить особо не горю желанием. Потом побазарю с ним. Так, на Мегасе я был, да? Так, Мегас. Медгос. Я получаю сейчас бумажечку, чтобы налухнуться. Может, на археологические раскопки? Сразу. Еще искать же надо этот. Так, это, подождите, это Тау Артемида. Сейчас я сразу запишу. Потом забуду. Так, тут у нас есть. Македония. Спарта. Афины и Кнос. Так. Тут, кстати, тоже могут быть в поясах какие-нибудь объекты. Зато я вижу, что как бы, ну что, буду смысл тут придумывать. Вот, пытаться, диск нашли.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from...
Так, иду, хорошо. Ну, полетели туда. Возьму-ка я... Да так же возьму, потому что если придется ремонтировать, то они лучше в этом деле. Что это на реальных планетах немножко подтормаживает, а то так буквально так кадр что-то. Выделяется камень просто, как будто мы с этой планеты. Электроника, низкий уровень навыка у меня. Офигеть. Однако. Уже вроде как. А электроника у меня низкая. Интересно, конечно. Тут же фоторежим появился. Как вот, ну, свободный, ну и что? При этом я не могу двигаться. А, могу. Прикольно, если так сделать. Ну-ка. Как будто на Марсе. Мало ли хватит. А получится в фоторежиме? Ну да, в целом получится. Ну, вы на опережение стали стрелять. Они как будто его доработали. Раньше он таким умным не был. И так вот он делать не умел. Что-то новенькое, если честно. Ну-ка. Сфотать тебя хочу. Ты, конечно, урод. Что поделать, такой ты есть. Жуть. труднее стало. Нормально так. То есть раньше они вообще тупые были, ну понятно. На 2000 какой там год.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Все. Я уже здесь все обыскал. По-моему, все. Угу. Че, все что ли? Ну, видимо, да. Сейчас будет чинить корабль, если он дохлый. Почему все ископаемые находятся фигня? Где? В какой глубине? Я немножко жалею о том, что я взял. Стали. Что какая-то крепость. Поехали в эту крепость. Что за крепость, непонятно. Крепость давно каких-то загадок. Так. По навыкам. Бойните, вкачаем. Так, ты у нас. Так, Шепард пока отдыхает, да? Ох ты ж! Да ладно, а что случилось-то? То есть я пока выбирал... А, твои дивизии, уровень опасности. Так. Это есть, это вы сами. Так, сейчас.
Heads up!
Чё мы без шлемов? Ну-ка всем
Eat this!
Я как не знаю, кто ты такой. Что-то как-то легко. чё им шлем не добавляется? Шлема, что ли, нет? Шепарда, конечно, круто. Может и без шлема бегать. А, низкий уровень дешифровки у меня. До сих пор низкий. Офигеть! Офигеть! А я что-то вкачивал в себя? Да вроде бы нет. Сколько мне там до опыта осталось-то? Блин, чуть-чуть осталось. Надо бы сейчас, может быть, найду что-нибудь, дадут опыта. Так, не помню, сколько дают за 2 или 1 этого. То есть как, а как вот мне, ну, мне можно на начальных уровнях как-то уже иметь высокую дешифровку, но тем не менее. Надо сейчас еще вернусь, потому что если я хочу, то скачаю себе дешифровку. Тоже на начальном уровне нужно быть очень вкачанным по этой теме. Что ли, было? Казалось. Да, есть уровень. О!
Just lead the way.
Что, вернемся? Сейчас, тут пока съезжу. Так, просто я не оставлю такой ящик. Бегает он, конечно, капец. Вы меня этим остановите. Какой там дешифровкой своей. Вот и все. Вот и вся ваша хваленая дешифровка. Высокая. Что здесь придумать? Казалось.
Got it.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Переработали, конечно, не карту. Очень переработали. Молодцы, базар не. Они молодцы. Даже лишнего не знаю, такие. Вот ты. Пойдешь? Ну да. Но тех кусок монстров они переработали знатно. Знатно. Можно пойти путем попроще, но...
Only a fool punches faster than a mountain. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Да и так извернулся. Че у Рекса там по способности? А нифига у него по способности. Чего я не могу одеть ему шлем? Сейчас получилось. Странная фича. Очень странная. Через меня открываться, так я не могу идти. Так, а что там с пистолетом я могу? Бронебойный возьму. О, привет, привет, Грекс. Да все потихоньку, помаленьку. Как сам? Как можете? Совсем пропал, заучился. А, боже, какой учился? У вас же... А, у вас же, по-моему, кончился карантин. Или еще нет? Или ты все еще... Или все-таки без денег ты еще? Может, тоже могу стрелять? Тоже это не забывайте. Еще могу лететь. Отлично, еще уровень получил. Еще ракеты полетели. Техники, конечно, они когда ты в технике сидишь, они вообще как мне... А почему белые? Это что, колос, что ли? Или колосс? А, ну тут, правда, посильнее будет. Как ты боролся в свое время с такими? Все, готов. Вообще странно, получается, вот эти типа белые, это обычно, раньше, короче, они были просто серыми. А белыми были более вкачанные. Ну, конечно, колосс. Его никто не отменял. Не помню, честно, какой отмены. Разгрузиться тоже надо, сатисфакторы. Все такое космическое, сразу точно видно нужные сатисфакторы. Нормально тогда ускорение. ты, не помню такого. Ой-ой. Коленки подставлять. На самом деле, что-то такое, я не скажу, что прям сложно уж. Ну, чисто так вот почилить про слабоненький. Все. Куда-то пешники делись. Ну, вроде бы все. Вот, и типа никто не видел, что тут такая тварь ползает. Вот, они раньше были чисто серыми, а тут какой-то беленький. Сейчас с этими тварями разобраться. Там такой прям вплотную. Кто-то еще бьет. Тут нас даст. Ничего не будешь делать. Ух, заразы. Ну чё, встал, красавчик. Ну, эти сделали, да, тоннельчики не посимпатичнее, тут базару зеру.
All clear.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before, aside from the Citadel. Just lead the way.
Let's get moving.
I'm here. Over there!
Все-таки вот эта штука не как перезагрузка или даже очень хорошее применение. Если они стоят близко друг к другу, противники.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Вон он уже красивый. На, по голове. Глубоко.
Area secure.
Если это британская технология, то как он смог прочитать всю эту тему? Так, одну секундочку. Ужас.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable.
Всё из-за
That
нас.
mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him. Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Я сейчас не понял, зачем они Нормандию вызывали.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Like I've got time to write you up. You have something you want to say, feel free.
Fair enough. Truth is, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to element 0.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics. A little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Общались со всеми после миссии. В принципе, можно уже готовиться к какой-нибудь следующей высадке. Произвести ее. Ну и думаю, наверное, уже готовиться к отдыху.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Так. Может, какое-нибудь скопление сходит на утопию какую-нибудь. Есть там пару мест, куда стоит сбегать.
equalizing interior
Что-то шлема не убирается через это.
pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Медного брони до тебя.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Так, что-то мне этот тип не нравится. На всякий случай я сохранюсь.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
This ship saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
There are no amateurs on this crew. They know to keep idle chatter minimized during combat, and I can bellow with the best DIs.
A fair point. I suppose the design has no chance of becoming standard. No need to worry about a generation of recruits learning things bass-ackwards. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Men of limited vision said the same thing about early aircraft, submarines, and tanks.
There's two ways I could take that, Commander, but that is true. I suppose the early U-boats weren't much better. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
I'm Normandy's commanding officer. The regs state I have the authority to say who does and doesn't come aboard. If you disagree, send a complaint up the chain of command.
Sophistry, Commander. You know I'm right. You want them on board that bad? Fine. Don't quote regs at me. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this
блин,
vessel?
вот. Не могу. Нет.
None, sir.
I don't agree with any of them. I'll be submitting a report to the joint...
Блин, не хочу, честно, так. Честно, вот не хочу. Я хочу ему прям полную ответочку задать. Только вот не помню, на каком этапе у меня добавится устрашение. А, по мере накопления отступника. А, сейчас, секундочку, загуглю. Просто интересно, когда он будет подниматься. Даже не знаю, когда и как его поднимать. Вообще история. Так, даже не знаю. Ладно. Я вообще предлагаю это оставить на следующий раз. Посмотрим. Я улечу и пойду зарабатывать очки морали. Поэтому, дорогие друзья, на этом с вами всеми прощаюсь. Всем пока-пока. До скорых встреч. Подписывайтесь на мой канал, ставьте лайки и приходите на следующие стримы. Увидимся уже в следующий раз. Пока-пока.